A Modern Thriving Society, Party 2. 36 questions for you to practice. Guidelines. Try to answer each question before the answer is revealed. Right after the answer, you'll hear a brief explanation. Listen to it carefully. Repeat the video as many times as needed. I'm sure you'll learn a lot. The link to download the PDF for this lesson is in the description. So, let's get started with our practice. Question 1.
First professional football clubs were formed in the late 19th century.
A.
False.
B.
True.
Correct answer letter B.
True. The first professional football clubs were formed in the late 19th century.
Question 2.
On Valentine's Day, people exchange gifts and cards and send anonymous cards to people they secretly admire.
A.
False.
B.
True.
Correct answer letter B.
True. Valentine's Day, the 14th of February, is when lovers exchange cards and gifts. Sometimes people send anonymous cards to someone they secretly admire.
Question 3.
On what day does Lent begin?
A.
Shrove Tuesday.
B.
Ash Wednesday.
C.
Good Friday.
D.
Pancake Day.
Correct answer letter B.
Ash Wednesday. The 40 days before Easter are known as Lent. It is a time when Christians take time to reflect and prepare for Easter. Traditionally, people would fast during this period, and today many people will give something up like a favorite food. The day before Lent starts is called Shrove Tuesday or Pancake Day. Lent begins on Ash Wednesday.
Question 4.
Easter eggs are often given as presents at Easter, as a symbol of new life.
A.
False.
B.
True.
Correct answer letter B.
True. Easter is also celebrated by people who are not religious. Easter eggs are chocolate eggs often given as presents at Easter as a symbol of new life.
Question 5.
What do many theatres produce at Christmas time?
A.
Tragedy play.
B.
Pantomime.
C.
Huge display.
D.
New Year's celebration.
Correct answer letter B.
Pantomime. One British tradition is the pantomime. Many theatres produce a pantomime at Christmas time. They are based on fairy stories and are light-hearted plays with music and comedy, enjoyed by family audiences.
Question 6.
Select 2 popular social networking websites.
A.
Twitter.
B.
Facebook.
C.
Email.
D.
Telephone.
Correct answers letters A and B.
Twitter. Facebook. Social networking websites such as Facebook and Twitter are a popular way for people to stay in touch with friends, organize social events, and share photos, videos, and opinions.
Question 7.
What is the national flower of Northern Ireland?
A.
A thistle.
B.
A lily.
C.
A rose.
D.
A shamrock.
Correct answer letter B.
A shamrock. A shamrock is the national flower of Northern Ireland.
Question 8.
Where is the SECC located?
A.
Glasgow.
B.
London.
C.
Wales.
D.
Swansea.
Correct answer letter A.
Glasgow. There are many large venues that host music events throughout the year, such as Wembley Stadium, the O2 in Greenwich, South East London, and the Scottish Exhibition and Conference Centre, SECC in Glasgow.
Question 9.
Select 2 famous athletes.
A.
John Barber.
B.
Henry Moore.
C.
Mo Farah.
D.
Sir Roger Bannister.
Correct answers letters C and D.
Mo Farah. Sir Roger Bannister. Sir Roger Bannister, 1929, was the first man in the world to run a mile in under 4 minutes in 1954. Mo Farah, 1983, is a British distance runner born in Somalia. He won gold medals in the 2012 Olympics for the 5,000 and 10,000 meters, and is the first Briton to win the Olympic gold medal in the 10,000 meters.
Question 10.
When was the first public film shown in the UK?
A.
1904.
B.
1899.
C.
1902.
D.
1896.
Correct answer letter D.
1896. Films were first shown publicly in the UK in 1896, and film screenings very quickly became popular.
Question 11.
A 2-minute silence is observed on Easter to commemorate the death of Jesus Christ.
A.
False.
B.
True.
Correct answer letter A.
False. Remembrance Day, the 11th of November, commemorates those who died fighting for the UK and its allies. At 11 a.m. there is a 2-minute silence, and wreaths are laid at the Cenotaph in Whitehall, London.
Question 12.
Which two are famous UK sports stars?
A.
Jackie Stewart.
B.
Thomas Gainsborough.
C.
William Shakespeare.
D.
Sir Chris Hoy.
Correct answers letters A and D.
Jackie Stewart. Sir Chris Hoy. Sir Jackie Stewart, 1939, is a Scottish former racing driver who won the Formula One World Championship 3 times. Sir Chris Hoy, 1976, is a Scottish cyclist who has won 6 gold and 1 silver Olympic medals. He has also won 11 World Championship titles.
Question 13.
Sir Edward Elgar is known for his famous music work, The Planets.
A.
True.
B.
False.
Correct answer letter B.
False. More recently, important composers include Gustav Holst, 1874–1934, whose work includes The Planets, a suite of pieces themed around the planets of the solar system. He adapted Jupiter, part of the Planets suite, as the tune for I Vow to Thee My Country, a popular hymn in British churches.
Question 14.
Radar was developed by Scotsman Sir Robert Watson Watt.
A.
False.
B.
True.
Correct answer letter B.
True. Radar was developed by Scotsman Sir Robert Watson Watt, 1892–1973, who proposed that enemy aircraft could be detected by radio waves. The first successful radar test took place in 1935.
Question 15.
What is the percentage of Sikh living in the UK?
A.
13.00%.
B.
9%.
C.
1%.
D.
5%.
Correct answer letter C.
1%. In the 2021 England and Wales census, around 525,000 (0.9% people from the sampled population of 60 million identified as Sikh.
Question 16.
Where can you find crown jewels?
A.
Queen's House in Greenwich.
B.
The National Museum.
C.
The Buckingham Palace.
D.
The Tower of London.
Correct answer letter D.
The Tower of London. The Tower of London was first built by William the Conqueror after he became king in 1066. Tours are given by the yeoman warders, also known as beefeaters, who tell visitors about the building's history. People can also see the crown jewels there.
Question 17.
Charles Dickens, Thomas Hardy, and Jane Austen are famous writers.
A.
False.
B.
True.
Correct answer letter B.
True. They are all famous authors and writers.
Question 18.
How many Olympic gold medals has the Scottish cyclist Sir Chris Hoy won?
A.
2.
B.
5.
C.
6.
D.
7.
Correct answer letter C.
6. Sir Chris Hoy, 1976, is a Scottish cyclist who has won 6 gold and 1 silver Olympic medals. He has also won 11 World Championship titles.
Question 19.
What is a traditional pub game?
A.
Poker.
B.
Pool.
C.
Chess.
D.
Roulette.
Correct answer letter B.
Pool. Pub quizzes are popular. Pool and darts are traditional pub games.
Question 20.
George Frederick wrote which oratorio, which is sung regularly by choirs, often at Easter time?
A.
The Origin.
B.
Elijah.
C.
Messiah.
D.
The Light of the Moon.
Correct answer letter C.
Messiah. The German-born composer George Friedrich Handel (1695–1759) spent many years in the UK and became a British citizen in 1727. He wrote the water music for King George I and music for the royal fireworks for his son George II. Both these pieces continue to be very popular. Handel also wrote an oratorio, Messiah, which is sung regularly by choirs, often at Easter time.
Question 21.
What awards event celebrates British theatre?
A.
The Brit Awards.
B.
The Mercury Prize.
C.
The Turner Prize.
D.
The Laurence Olivier Awards.
Correct answer letter D.
The Laurence Olivier Awards. The Laurence Olivier Awards take place annually at different venues in London. There are a variety of categories, including Best Director, Best Actor and Best Actress. The awards are named after the British actor Sir Laurence Olivier, later Lord Olivier, who was best known for his roles in various Shakespeare plays.
Question 22.
How many national parks are there in England, Wales and Scotland?
A.
25.
B.
5.
C.
8.
D.
15.
Correct answer letter D.
15. There are 15 national parks in England, Wales and Scotland. They are areas of protected countryside that everyone can visit, and where people live, work and look after the landscape.
Question 23.
What does Eid al-Fitr celebrate?
A.
The founding of the Muslim community.
B.
That the Prophet Ibrahim was willing to sacrifice his son when God ordered him to.
C.
The end of Ramadan.
D.
The struggle for religious freedom.
Correct answer letter C.
The end of Ramadan. Eid al-Fitr celebrates the end of Ramadan, when Muslims have fasted for a month. They thank Allah for giving them the strength to complete the fast. The date when it takes place changes every year. Muslims attend special services and meals.
Question 24.
Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Adha are festivals celebrated by which religion?
A.
Christianity.
B.
Buddhism.
C.
Sikhism.
D.
Islam.
Correct answer letter D.
Islam. Eid al-Fitr celebrates the end of Ramadan, when Muslims have fasted for a month. They thank Allah for giving them the strength to complete the fast. In Britain this has to be done in a slaughterhouse.
Question 25.
What type of literature are the Canterbury Tales, written by Geoffrey Chaucer?
A.
Novels.
B.
Poems.
C.
Sonnets.
D.
Plays.
Correct answer letter B.
Poems. In the years leading up to 1400, Geoffrey Chaucer wrote a series of poems in English about a group of people going to Canterbury on a pilgrimage. The people decided to tell each other stories on the journey, and the poems described the travelers and some of the stories they told.
Question 26.
Which two are associated with rugby?
A.
Wimbledon.
B.
The Six Nations Championship.
C.
The Super League.
D.
The Premier League.
Correct answers letters B and C.
The Six Nations Championship. The Super League. The most famous rugby union competition is the Six Nations Championship between England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, France and Italy. The Super League is the most well-known rugby league club competition.
Question 27.
Which comedy double act by Nick Park won many Oscars?
A.
Thelma and Louise.
B.
Laurel and Hardy.
C.
Wallace and Gromit.
D.
Gavin and Stacey.
Correct answer letter C.
Wallace and Gromit. Nick Park, who has won 4 Oscars for his animated films, including 3 for films featuring Wallace and Gromit.
Question 28.
Who is Sir Edward Elgar 1857–1934?
A.
A politician.
B.
An actor.
C.
A musician.
D.
A doctor.
Correct answer letter C.
A musician. Sir Edward Elgar 1857–1934 was born in Worcester, England. His best-known work is probably the Pomp and Circumstance marches. March No. 1, Land of Hope and Glory, is usually played at the last night of the proms at the Royal Albert Hall.
Question 29.
What did Sir Frank Whittle invent in the 1930s?
A.
Telephone.
B.
Jet engine.
C.
Computer.
D.
Ballpoint pen.
Correct answer letter B.
Jet engine. The jet engine was developed in Britain in the 1930s by Sir Frank Whittle, 1907–96, a British Royal Air Force engineer officer.
Question 30.
What is the Grand National?
A.
Golf.
B.
Cricket.
C.
Football.
D.
Horse racing.
Correct answer letter D.
Horse racing. Famous horse racing events include Royal Ascot, a 5-day race meeting in Berkshire attended by members of the royal family, the Grand National at Aintree near Liverpool, and the Scottish Grand National at Ayr.
Question 31.
What is the most famous competition, which is a series of test matches played between England and Australia?
A.
The Ashes.
B.
The Wimbledon Championship.
C.
The Open Championship.
D.
Formula 1.
Correct answer letter A.
The Ashes. Cricket originated in England, and is now played in many countries. Games can last up to 5 days but still result in a draw. The most famous competition is the Ashes, which is a series of test matches played between England and Australia.
Question 32.
Which of the following flowers represents England?
A.
Daffodil.
B.
Rose.
C.
Shamrock.
D.
Thistle.
Correct answer letter B.
Rose. The national flower of England is the rose.
Question 33.
Christmas Day, which celebrates the birth of Jesus Christ, is on which day?
A.
31 Dec.
B.
26 Dec.
C.
25 Dec.
D.
01 Jan.
Correct answer letter C.
25 Dec. Christmas Day, the 25th of December, celebrates the birth of Jesus Christ. It is a public holiday. Many Christians go to church on Christmas Eve, the 24th of December, or on Christmas Day itself.
Question 34.
The Proms is an 8-week summer season of what?
A.
Heavy metal music.
B.
Classic pop music.
C.
Orchestral classical music.
D.
Underground hip-hop music.
Correct answer letter C.
Orchestral classical music. The Proms is an 8-week summer season of orchestral classical music that takes place in various venues, including the Royal Albert Hall in London. It has been organised by the British Broadcasting Corporation, BBC, since 1927. The last night of the Proms is the most well-known concert and, along with others in the series, is broadcast on television.
Question 35.
What is the capital of Wales?
A.
Belfast.
B.
Edinburgh.
C.
Cardiff.
D.
London.
Correct answer letter C.
Cardiff. Cardiff is the capital of Wales.
Question 36.
Where does the Scottish Grand National take place?
A.
The Borders.
B.
Aintree.
C.
Berkshire.
D.
Ayr.
Correct answer letter D.
Ayr. Famous horse racing events include Royal Ascot, a 5-day race meeting in Berkshire attended by members of the royal family, the Grand National at Aintree near Liverpool, and the Scottish Grand National at Ayr. There is a National Horse Racing Museum in Newmarket, Suffolk.
Remember, to pass the Real Life in the UK test, you need at least 18 out of 24 correct answers. Keep practicing, push yourself a little further each time, and you will be fully prepared when the big day arrives. Every step brings you closer to your British citizenship. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.